And also another thing that is going on in the news right now is really huge is the a lot of legislators are coming out saying that rape and incest are not means for abortion either. And I believe, as a lot of women do, that the only reason a woman should have an abortion is because she chooses to. Why do we have to disclose or be put in this corner or that box because it's only rape or incest? There can be a host of things why we choose abortion. I chose my abortion because I was severely depressed, had a lot of things going on mentally and physically, my living situation, my work situation, my education at that time. There was a lot of factors went into that. But anti-choice officials want to tell me that, hey, well, that's not good enough. It was. I chose life then. I chose the life of my children that I already had in my life also. I chose the life of my family and what was best for us. And that is a hard decision. I don't think that people take that into consideration. And I do believe at this time we do have it. Go ahead, Carl.
Hi, yes. I just wanted to find out. I had a few questions, and one of them is I understand you're a 501c3, a not-for-profit organization. Do you receive any government funds whatsoever?
Thank you, caller. No, we do not. We receive no funding. Of course, with abortion being such a, I don't want to say touchy, but it's an interesting topic, and we don't receive anything. Everything we get is through donations and from foundations and donors and things like that. We don't receive any public funding. So just getting back to talking about some of the restrictions and everything that abortion rights. Oh, I'm sorry. I was speaking about what's going on now with the elections and upcoming all these commercials. I already talked about how it seems like everyone's coming out. They want to redefine rape and redefine and create new regulation for abortions. They also seem to only put abortion in the media now when it's time to get elected or in office, and I feel like it should definitely be in the media more every day, because we need to have more voices out here openly talking about it and discussing it, because it is something that affects women's lives every single day. It just doesn't come around every 2 to 4 years. And these laws definitely don't come around every 2 to 4 years. They're right now at the table trying to come up with new regulations and restrictions on abortion. So, with that being said, I just want about how in 1973 Roe v. Wade was passed and that made abortion illegal. But you see, it's like every year after that, there's something just attacking that choice, and it's like, okay, we gave you the choice and the law to choose abortion. But now we're going to take that away slowly but surely and find some kind of way to make sure that you don't have access to it. And without access, there really is no choice. There really isn't. Because I can choose and make that sound informed decision to have an abortion. Nothing else is in play to assist me in doing so. There's no public funding for it, and that is my form of health insurance. It's miles away, sometimes a whole state away, whole county away. I have to figure out how I'm going to pay for transportation, food to get to the abortion clinic. There's no education around it. Like, no one seems to want to dip at why women choose abortion at such a rate. Like, why do we choose it? There's no comprehensive sex ed in schools. Now, there may be some that are teaching sex ed, and I can't say that they're all wrong, but I know that the sex ed I received, it wasn't sex ed at all. I was watching a horrible cartoon movie from the early 90s. So when I say that, like, we need comprehensive sex ed in schools, we need to get this information out there to the public. And all of that has to do with having access to resources. Not just when I choose an abortion, having access to the abortion procedure itself and the site, the clinic, the follow-up care. I also need access to resources that are going to strengthen and empower me in my community to where, hey, I educated on birth control. I can educate other folks on that. I can educate folks on everything regarding our reproductive health. And that is something we do not have. So to tell me or to put it into law that I can have an abortion if I choose is great. But then there's nothing else to support my choice. And that is a real injustice and disservice to women across the country. Once again, I'm going to show you our information, so feel free. And also call in. The live and call-in number is right there at the bottom of the screen. Call in with your questions or comments. And also give us a call or shoot us an email. Visit our website if you would like to learn more about the leadership group, what it is that CAF does, and why we continue to do it. So that's Chicago Abortion Fund, 333 West North Avenue, Suite 267, Chicago, Illinois, 60610. Our phone number is 312-663-0338. You can visit us at www.chicagooabortionfund.com. And also at info, you can email us at info@chicagooabortionfund.com. And there's also, our phone number is 312-663-0336, and that's to our client service line. So what women do when they need to, hold on one second, I believe we have a caller, and I'll finish that.
Yes, good evening. Just listening to your show, like that. What are you saying? It seems like women should really hear your plea, your cry for help. I mean, there are many females, politicians, doctors, lawyers, Indian chiefs. I mean, there are many females that could help out and will really, truly understand exactly what you're saying. Now, some people will say, well, maybe a man don't understand it, but yes, we all human beings, and I think everyone should have a choice to make their own. But it seems like females will band together and seem like that you would have a more accessible ear to have, but I just want to know, is it that you see a lot of females that's in top position? Do they hear your plea? Let me get off your air so I can hear your response. And listen, it's a very excellent show, and I'm a man. Just listen to it. Good show, too.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. Thank you for your call. And that is a huge reason for our executive director developing the leadership group, because not only are we grantees, but we also get educated on reproductive justice and our reproductive rights. And we go out, and when we go out into the communities, yes, we target young women of color, young women, period. And we also target the men. We don't exclude, but that's what we're trying to do. And since abortion is so taboo and people hear that term, and their minds don't even go to all the other factors in women choosing abortion or just our reproductive health, period. Having the right to choose when and if we want a parent, like all of those things falls under reproductive justice, and we don't really it doesn't click until we have the time to actually get out, do our community outreach, reach those women, and kind of, because the word abortion itself is so stigmatic, and abortion itself is such a stigma that we really, it's hard work, but we get out and we're on foot and we're doing it. And that's why we do shows like this, because women are watching and we're mobilizing. We have our partnering organizations, and we get out there in the community and get this information to the women in the communities. So thank you for your call. We have another caller. Hi, caller.
Good evening, ma'am.
Hi.
Good evening. Yes, and my question is, with abortion being such a taboo thing, why isn't there more of an emphasis on abstinence, especially with young children and young girls and young boys, to understand that, their actions could lead to so much more?
Thank you, caller, that question. And the reality of it is, and I don't have all the stats, but it's there. Our young children, our young adults are having sex. That's the reality. We can no longer continue to push this whole abstinence thing, especially in these schools, because it's ineffective and it doesn't work. At a high school over on the south side, it was over 70% of the young women there were either already mothers. So, yes, there are consequences to your actions, but we cannot continue to preach the same thing and then expect different results. It's just illogical. It's not going to happen. That's why when we get out there, we're heavily promoting birth control, included in our packets that we pass out for community outreach that talk about elected officials and STI and STD, HIV info and clinics and things like that. We also have a condoms that we staple to that and we pass it out, because we really are focused on that, because that's why there is a need for abortion, because people don't know, they don't have access. That's just the reality of it. So pushing the abstinence, it's ineffective. Really, it's ineffective. That's the same thing they were pushing to us, and it's ineffective. But thank you for your call. I just want to thank you all for tuning in tonight. Thank you so much for calls. Please continue to support us and check out our website once again at ChicagoAbortionFund.com. Check out our Facebook. You could just type in Chicago Abortion Fund. You can also check out our Twitter page. It's it's Pro-Choice Divas. That's our name on Twitter. Also our blog at blogger.com. My Voice, My Choice, my blog. You'll find us. And just thank you for your continued support. And once again, here's our information. Thank you and have a good night.